Hey house guests, welcome to today's Big Brother 17 updates and spoilers. Our house guest of the day is Bad 101 Bitches. What's up? And she wants to know if they had like an All-Stars or a second chance this season or something like that, do I think that Davon should come back? I would love to see Day come back. I think she went way too early this season. I like her spirit. She's a super fan. I respect that. And I'd love to see her come back. And she also wants to know, do I think that Jackie is the next Victoria? Now this was from a while ago, so I think, you know, things have changed since she sent this email. But I think Jackie is definitely not the next Victoria. I think she played it smart in the beginning. She was laying low. And then, you know, I think we saw that she was really a fierce competitor towards the end. And I wish that they didn't take her out. Hopefully she'll be returning, possibly this week. What? So we'll see. But anyway, they had nominations yesterday, and after lots, and I mean lots, of back and forth, Austin decided to nominate Johnny Mac and Steve for eviction. So after nominations, Vanessa goes to kiss Austin's butt and be like, thanks for not putting me up on the block. You know, tears are streaming down her face. She's got to make him feel good because she doesn't want to be the backdoor target or the replacement nominee, whatever. So Liz is like, yeah, it's all great. We need to win the veto and we need to keep the nominations the same so we can get rid of Johnny Mac this week and not get any more blood on our hands. So Vanessa's like, yes, like I am willing to win this power veto and not use it for you guys. And she's like, I'm going to get that blood on my hands of not using the veto. Okay, so then Austin's got to cover all his bases. He's got to make sure that he is good with both of his nominees. So he's talking to Steve. He's reassuring him, like, look, bro, you're safe this week. Even if you're up on the block on Thursday, like, it's all good. So he tells him that the target is either Johnny Mac or James. And you know that Steve does not want Johnny Mac to go home because they're working together. But he can't say that. So, yeah. Steve is all for James going this week. He's all about it. So then after Vanessa leaves the room, because she was in there too, Austin's like, yeah, she's a possibility too. He's still kind of like dangling that over us, I feel like. Because I feel like a lot of viewers would like to see Vanessa go up on the block, but I don't think Austin has the guts to do it. I'm going to say it right now. So then Austin is talking to Johnny Mac, and he also tells him he's safe this week. So both nominees at this point think that they're all good. He tells Johnny Mac that Vanessa is the target, and Johnny Mac is like, oh yeah, okay, that sounds great. So he feels good about this week. He doesn't realize that he's the target, and it's really sad. And it also doesn't seem like Austin has a really clear idea of what he's going to do this week. He has said multiple times, like, that he wants to go after Johnny Mac, get rid of him. But then he keeps bringing up, like, maybe I should just backdoor Vanessa. Maybe I should throw on my Judas top hat and do it. I'm going to make great TV. I'm going to be a freaking wrestler, president of the United States, Hollywood actor. I swear. Anyway, like I said, it doesn't seem like Austin really knows what he wants this week. I think a lot is going to depend on who wins the power veto. So last night, the house guests napped. Steve and Austin had a long talk about life outside the house. It was kind of interesting. They're both feedsters, and I don't know, it was just kind of interesting because they had some similarities with their upbringing, because like Austin was homeschooled, Steve didn't have much of a social life, so they kind of had that in common up until like their college age. So I don't know, it was kind of interesting. And then after that, it was time for another night of potball. Woo! Alright, so I love how they wait to do that too until 9 o'clock their time, so it's on Big Brother After Dark, like it's some treat that we all want to see. But like, it was fun the first few times, and now it's just like, oh, we're playing potball again? Is that what we're doing? So yeah, the house guests last night were anticipating Zingbot being part of the power veto this week, and they are correct. And Austin, it seems like, is not going to take the criticism well from Zingbot, because he's like, yeah, we should attack Zingbot with chocolate, and we should get back at Zingbot, and blah, blah, blah. Is he going to be crying later or what? So speaking of chocolate, they have another chocolate war, and again, it's all fun and games until Julia steps on Liz's mic and breaks part of it. Oops, yeah, game over. Chocolate war over. So then the twins were chatting up in the HOH room, and they both really want Johnny Mac out. So Liz was saying that production was hinting, I guess in the diary room, that Johnny Mac and Steve have a final 2 deal. Diary room? Shut your damn mouths. Seriously, what's going on there? I know Austin also said at one point that, judging by like the questions he was getting in the diary room, he thought like maybe somebody in their group was lying, and they're thinking maybe like it's Steve or something. So it seems like the diary room is definitely trying to mix things up with people right now. And Julia is like, yeah, I caught Johnny Mac and Steve talking game at like 4 in the morning the other night, so like we gotta split them up. So they're pretty happy with whatever for the power veto this week, as long as Johnny Mac does not win. They don't really want Steve to win either, but their main target right now is Johnny Mac. That's so sad. So then James, the prankster, was back last night. He got Julia and Vanessa good. He was hiding in the closet, and the lights were off in the bedroom, and he freaked the crap out of them. So then they were trying to come up with ways to scare him back, because Julia said on the live show on Thursday, like, she's gonna get him back. So they were brainstorming some ideas. There was stuff like hiding in the storage room in the morning behind the garbage cans and like grabbing his ankle or something, and like Vanessa said something about putting plastic wrap on Julia's face so like it would freak James out more, but like that sounds really dangerous. They tell you not to do that. But yeah, long story short, they did not end up waking up early this morning to prank James, so we'll see if they get him at some point. But the house guests all went to bed relatively early last night because Big Brother was like, hey guys, it's gonna be an early morning tomorrow, so you should all go to bed early. Alright, so the next morning, Johnny Mac, this morning, Johnny Mac goes up to the HOH room to chat with Austin, and he's just like, so I gotta ask you, like, if I get house guest choice for the veto, who should I pick to play for me? Because Johnny Mac still feels like he's working with Austin and the twins. He wants to make sure everything's all good. So he's like, should I pick Liz or Julia? Like, is that going to be revealing or bad? Like, maybe I should just pick Meg. And Austin's like, yeah, pick Meg. That'd be hilarious. So then Johnny Mac throws out like, hey, if you guys like want to throw the veto to me or Steve, like, that's cool, because then everybody's happy. Like, we'll be coming off the block. You're not going to get any more blood on your hands because we're going to, do the dirty work for you. You just got to put somebody else up. Again, Johnny Mac does not realize that he's the target. But Austin plays along. He's just like, yeah, oh, let's get it done. Let's just get it done. Let's do this. So then Johnny Mac leaves, and Austin is like, you know what, Liz? If Johnny Mac wins the veto, we're just going to have to roll with it. Like, we're going to have to celebrate with him so he doesn't know what's up. We're going to have to work with him. Because, So Austin's trying to say, like, they're going to work with whoever wins the power veto, basically. So, just for the record, it was not an early start to the day, by the way. They got up pretty much normal time and then didn't do anything for, like, most of the day. So they finally picked the power veto players like a little bit after 3 p.m. So we got Austin, Steve, Johnny Mac, and 3 extra players, Vanessa, Julia, and Meg. Now, this is Julia's first power veto competition, and Austin and Liz are putting a lot of pressure on her. They're like, Julia, if you don't win this power veto, you might not win the whole game, because you need to start like getting things going here. You don't have anything to show for yourself, to the jury if you do make the final 2. And also they're like, this is a really important week. We need to keep the nominations the same and go after Johnny Mac. Is she going to be able to handle all this pressure? Because her record in competitions has not been very good so far. I don't know. But the feeds finally went down for the power veto this afternoon, late afternoon, evening. So I don't have the results yet. I think it's probably going to be kind of a longish one because they have to do the Zingbot zings as well. But if you want to check back later for results, I will put the winner at the bottom of the info for this video when we know. And tomorrow we're going to break down all the delicious zings from Zingbot. So make sure you check that out. Let me know in the comments what you think about all this. Which zings are you excited for? What do you want Zingbot to address? Let me know. And until tomorrow, much love.
Edit.